Hello, this is a video on how to make mac and cheese. I hope you enjoy. You're going to want to start by grating 3/4 of a standard 8-ounce block of cheese, or about 6 ounces of cheese. Here I'm using a sharp cheddar cheese, but you can use whatever cheese you want. Next, you're going to want to start bringing a medium-sized pot to a boil, and also salting it pretty generously. For the cheese sauce, first you're going to want to start by melting about a tablespoon of butter in a pan. And then just add maybe 1.5 tablespoons of flour to that and whisk it together. Just kind of keep cooking that until it's bubbly like this. Now whisk in a cup of milk just a little bit at a time. It's going to seem way too thick at first, but it'll come into a nice liquid. Just keep cooking and whisking and adding the milk until it's kind of up to a simmer. Once it's at a simmer, just take it off the heat. We'll come back to it. Now you're going to want to put in 1.5 cups of whatever pasta you like. I'm using macaroni here. That's about maybe a third or a quarter of a standard size box. And just cook it to package instructions. Back to the cheese sauce. Now you're going to want to add start with half of the cheese and whisk that in. If the liquid isn't hot enough to melt it, then you can put the burner on a low heat, but just a very low heat. If it gets too hot, then the cheese will split and go gritty, and that's no good. Just add more cheese until it's the right consistency you like. You can also taste it and add more salt or anything it needs. Now that the pasta's done, I'm just straining it over a colander and putting it back. Now you want to put it into the pot on the off burner and add in the cheese sauce. Maybe just start with half of it because you might over cheese it. Just stir in the sauce and then add a little more until you like. I ended up using all of it. When it's done, just set it aside. Now for the crispy breadcrumb topping. Here's just the same pot, I rinsed and dried it, and I'm melting some butter into it. Now you're going to want to put in a small pile, it's maybe 1/3 of a cup of panko in, and just stir it around. It's pretty easy, and just brown it over medium-high heat or so until it's brown to your liking. Well, that's my video on how to make mac and cheese. Hope you enjoyed.